welcome back to my YouTube, or hi if you are new here. My name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert. Today I'm bringing you a video which is highly requested. I get asked this all the time, and it is how can I make my curls or my hairstyle hold and last. So that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you today. I'm going to show you what I do from start to finish and all the tips and tricks that you need to make your curls, your waves, whatever your hairstyle is, last and hold all day, or at least a couple or even 3 days. So let's get into it. The biggest thing we need to talk about is product prep. I will talk to the cows come home when it comes to product and product prep and how much product you're putting in your hair. So a lot of you, I find when I ask you what you're using in your hair, if your hair struggles to really hold and it just drops really easily, when you tell me the product you're using a lot of hair care, but not actually hair styling products that provide any hold factor. So I'm going to talk you through the kind of products that I'm using in my hair. I would always go in with a heat protective spray. This particular product is not only a heat protective spray, but it actually helps to create a hold into your hair. So it is Kevin Murphy Blow Dry Ever Bounce Lasting Hold. It's a heat activated style spray. So it actually needs heat on the hair to then actually activate the product to make it kind of work in your hair. Instead of just kind of a plain nourishing heat protection spray, because I know I need that hold factor in my hair, I'm going to apply this instead. So spraying it all throughout my hair as I would a normal heat protection spray. This will create that bounce and a lightweight hold factor in the hair. My hair is damp. It has obviously mainly dried, as you can see. That is really quite dry. It's a bit more damp under there, but I did wash it a good few hours ago. Now I've literally just left it as I've been procrastinating before recording this video. But yeah, so it is damp. Even if your hair isn't damp and you haven't washed it, you can absolutely still apply these products and then literally just drying the product on top into dry hair. Okay, so this is product number 1, and this is for a lightweight hold, I would say. That is enough if you feel like your hair just needs a lightweight hold factor. We are going for like ultimate hold factor here. So next I'm going in with a mousse. So a mousse is like my go-to. If you have thick hair, if you have long hair, you need to be using a mousse or a foamy kind of product. These tend to be like the strongest hold factor. This is so key for getting your curls, your waves, whatever your style is, to hold. Obviously you can see there's so much air that comes out. It's such a lightweight product. I don't know why, but some people are quite scared of mousses. I think they just think they're going to be quite sticky or heavy, and to be honest, maybe they used to be like old mousses used to be like that. Now the current mousses, they are so lightweight, and most of it is air, so you need to just be careful also when you're popping it into the other hand. It's kind of like a whipped cream. Like say if you're making a meringue, it's whipped cream. You don't want to like just smack all of the air out of it, so be really gentle and then just rake that all throughout the hair. And you can see just how much I've wet the hair back down again just with that amount of product. And then I always love to add a cream into my hair because it is quite frizz prone and quite fluffy. So this is the cream I'm going to use, the Virtue Flourish cream. It is again a heat protective cream, and I find any cream helps to smooth because it's just really nourishing and moisturizing. But this is actually also a plumping, thickening cream. So again, it has got like a little bit of hold factor, and it's going to plump up your hair like an additional hold factor before we go in and style. So we've gone in with 1, 2, 3 hairstyling products which all contain a hold factor, and they're actually doing something to either plump up the hair, thicken the hair, add volume to the hair, add bounce to the hair. This is so key. But my 4th product I'm popping in, those of you who know me know I love an oil. I'm never gonna skip my oil because it does add the styling benefits of just smoothing, nourishing the hair, helping to add shine. I just love an oil so much. There's no hold factor to an oil. There's nothing about me adding this in which is going to give any extra hold, but I would just never skip this step. When all of those products are in your hair, you just want to give it a detangle, and this is just kind of distributing all the products evenly throughout your hair as well, so you don't kind of have one area where there's just all the products stuck in one area. Hair's fully prepped with products now, so we're going to go in and dry, and I'm using again my Cloud 9 Air Shot. I'm just really enjoying using this dryer lately. It's just so small and lightweight, and I'm just finding I'm getting really good results. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything special with the blow dry here. I'm just literally going to dry it, kind of blast it, but also run my brush through at the same time, so it is kind of smoothing the hair out. If you don't have frizzy fluffy hair like myself, maybe you might not need to worry about kind of smoothing it out as you're drying. You can literally just dry these products in. And the brush that I'm going to use to dry in my hair, look at this, it's so amazing. I recently got sent this from Indie Wild. Just look how cute that is. It's one of my favorite brushes at the moment. It's just so aesthetic. So yeah, I'm just going to run this through as I dry my hair. really want to make sure it is fully dry, because if your hair is actually damp, that is one thing that's going to make your curls or your waves drop out. So you can see already how much it has kind of plumped up my hair. It's already looking so much thicker and fuller by using those products. And at this point, your hair is going to feel like it's got a bit of product in, and it's going to feel probably not as soft and silky as it usually does, but you need to expect like a little bit of grit into the hair. Also, at the same time saying that, hopefully you can see on camera, my hair is actually still soft and shiny. It's not sticky with product. I think if it is, you're just not using the right product. Yeah, maybe your mousse is a bit more of like an older fashioned mousse where it's like so heavy and tacky. Next really important tip, you are not sectioning your hair thoroughly and properly. So if you just start curling, for example, and you're working on a section like that, maybe that's okay because it's just a section through the front. But you'll start to find if you're just grabbing random sections, like there's so much hair under here that needs tackling properly and thoroughly. So you need to take sections and always work from the bottom upwards. So I would say when I'm curling my hair, I tend to take the first section about level with the halfway point of the ear. So just take your clip, work that to the back of the head. That section there is about 2 inches deep, so that isn't too thick or too wide that you're going to miss the root area, for example. But anything wider than that, I would say that is probably too big. Because I'm going for ultimate hold this time, all of the tips I can give you to make your curls or your style hold, I'm going in with another product. So this product you actually pop into dry hair. You might have seen it on my other videos. And this is a heat styling spray, which again is going to give you hold. As you can see on the bottle there, you've got like 2 little blobs for hold. Quite a lightweight hold, but it's a nice one to pop in like additional hold factor onto each section before you style. Or again, if you're really pressed for time, could just pop this in if you don't have time to like blow dry any other products into the hair. But obviously you're not going to get the maximum hold factor just by using this. If you blow dry everything in and use this, I mean, I'll be surprised if your curls drop, basically. I'm going to go in with my first curl, and I'm using the GHD classic wave wand here. So this is their elliptical shaped wand. I didn't really know what tool to use for this video because any of these tips will apply for any tool you're using, whether that's a flat iron, a tong, a wand. I just chose this one because I feel like I've not used it in a while and I do really like the results this gives. It gives a really nice loose wave kind of look. So it's one of my favorites, and I think even for these loose looks you still want to create hold. Yeah, have the style last basically. But yeah, I just picked this one because I fancy using this one. So with this wand, you just kind of want to wrap it flat around the barrel. You're going to hold for 6 to 8 seconds. So that is another key tip, is how long you're actually holding your tool onto the hair for. So I haven't really been counting that because I was just chatting. Anything longer than 8 seconds is just really not needed. This tool is working at about 185 degrees Celsius, which is 365 degrees Fahrenheit. When you are working with temperatures that high, holding on for any longer than 8 seconds is probably just going to be not great on your hair and a bit damaging. And equally, holding anything on your hair for anything less than 6 seconds is just probably not long enough to have the heat penetrate all the way through the hair, especially if your hair is thicker than mine, for example. I like to do 6 seconds. I feel like 6 works quite perfectly on my hair. If you do have longer or really thick hair, opt for more 8 seconds. And also another tip that you saw me doing there, I was talking about how long we're holding it on for. When I released the curl from my hand, I held it there for a good couple of seconds. So because the hair is still so warm when it's released, you just want to hold it in that shape, perfectly curled position, and just leave it to cool for a couple of seconds before you drop it from the hair. And ideally, before we then drop it also, if you can pin it into shape also whilst it's still warm, then that again is a great thing to do for those of you whose curls do tend to drop quickly. So we're just pinning the hair into place there. And I'm gonna repeat the exact same on this side. So I like to work left, right, and working up the head rather than do all of one side and all of the other, because also if you do that, this side will have cooled down and set for a lot longer, whereas this side hasn't. So you will find this side is probably going to drop quicker than this side. So yeah, I'm just going to copy the exact same on this side, and then I'm just going to recap on all of those tips. So first of all, sectioning the hair. So you've got no wider than, I guess, a section which is about 2 inches. Flip everything up and out of the way so you're working really neatly. Spraying each section with our heat styling spray, which contains a hold factor. Adding in your curl, leaving for 6 to 8 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6. Catching that curl in the palm of your hand and letting that cool for a couple of seconds. We can just drop that from there, but what I do like to do for hair that does tend to drop and we want the ultimate hold and lasting factor, I don't let it drop from there, and whilst it's still warm I will take my silver pin and pin everything into place. And also let's just touch on, I guess, the heat of the tools that you're going for. If you're using a tool where you can change the temperature up and down, anything below, or even sometimes 160 I feel like some people will tend to go for 160 because they think it will be better for the hair and not as damaging. Anything 160 and definitely below this, you're going to find that your hair drops. Essentially around 180, 185 is your optimum temperature for your hairstyle, lasting and holding, but without doing any kind of permanent damage to your hair. So it's still like a really optimum safe temperature for your hair, but it's kind of the highest you want to go to make it hold and last without damaging the hair. So I am going to whisk through the rest of my hair and you can just watch how I do these ones. All of my pins are in. Now what we want to do is go in with a light hairspray. Again, that's one of my biggest tips. Going with a light hairspray, I think so many people think the heavier and the stronger they go, it's going to give them better hold. But when you've set all this lightweight volume in and everything's kind of standing up, the last thing you want to do is put on a heavy hairspray that just sits on top and weighs it all down. So yeah, my go-to is just always a really lightweight hairspray, and I absolutely love this one. It is quite bougie, and I won't lie, it is fairly pricey, but it is so good. But I can also link some others in the description box that are a bit more affordable. And probably one of the biggest tips that I tell absolutely everyone to do when they've curled their hair, you need to wait for your hair to actually fully cool down and set. The hair actually only changes shape, beta keratin will form when your hair has fully cooled down. So if we were to take it out now, the hair is still a little bit warm, and then whilst it's still warm, kind of the weight of the hair is going to pull down and kind of, yeah, just elongate the curls a bit. So we just want to leave it to cool down completely in this rounded barrel curled shape. And that can take about 10 minutes. It's no longer than 10 minutes really, but in that time you can do your makeup, get a cup of tea, put an outfit on. I will probably grab a tea now and come back to you in 10 minutes. It's been a good 10 minutes now, so we're going to take all of our barrel curls and the pins out. Just look at that. Okay, so you can literally see just how bouncy my hair is. I know my hair normally holds quite well with curl anyway, but yeah, I'm not scared at all to then dress this out. I know some of you can be scared to then dress your hair out at this point, so I would say just go in gentle to begin with if you are scared, and if you're scared of them pulling out all of your hard work. However, if you followed all the steps just as I have done, they should not just fall out. They really shouldn't, and if they are, then something has gone wrong. I'm going to dress out with a little touch more oil because I think an oil is just always really nice. It breaks up. At the moment I can feel like the hairspray on the top, so I just want to completely break all that up. Look at that. If I had not pinned my hair, this classic wave wand would give definitely a looser result. So I don't actually always pin my hair. It depends on what kind of look you want to go for. But yeah, if I'd followed all the other steps just with the product prep and then gone in and used this and not pinned, I would have just got a looser result, but it definitely still would last. So that is this dress side versus this undress side. Let's do a little bit more oil and go in on this side. Just look at those curls. Final tip, if like me you do like to go through with a wide tooth comb, then spray the wide tooth comb with some hairspray, and then it coats the individual hairs with hairspray as you're then combing through the hair. But yeah, I always like this step to feel fully dressed out, and because I know my hair is just gonna hold anyway, so I'm not kind of scared to dress it out, and I want kind of a softer result. You don't need to comb the hair out, but you can see just how much of a different result that gives. You're kind of like blending all the hair. It's all kind of blended a bit better, whereas I guess here, just by running your fingers through, they are more separated curls really. So there we go, big, bouncy, voluminous curls. Trust me, these are not going anywhere anytime soon. Please try all of these tips that I have mentioned throughout this video and let me know if your curls hold and last. And I would love it if you subscribed or liked this video, leave me comments, let me know if you learned anything, if there's anything else you want to see, and I'll be seeing you next week for lots more hair tutorials and hair care tips. Bye guys.